What does unity mean? State or property of being one. From Anglo-French. Excuse me, unite. Uniqueness, oneness. 12th century, from Latin, unitum, oneness. Sameness, agreement, from unus, one. Okay? I'd like to start out by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect scattered throughout the four winds of the earth that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And Tawada Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for opening up our minds to this truth and giving us this knowledge by the way of the Holy Spirit in these last days. Okay? This will be a quick video. What is unity? Okay? And this is based upon the yearly gathering of different Israelite groups, mainly in New York. I think they had it out here in LA one year. But mainly in New York, you have a bunch of Israelite groups that get together and they do what they call a unity camp. Now, in order for this to be a unity camp, as I just read the definition, it says that it would have to be sameness and an agreement. Okay? And what does the sameness and the agreement have to be? Well, in this case, it has to be on the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? For example, if you have a basketball team, you got 5 players on the court, and 3 of those players are in unity with what play they're gonna run, and 2 have no clue, or even 1 doesn't have a clue what the play is, even though it's been called out. What will happen? The play wouldn't be executed, and they would have to call a timeout and draw it up. And if he can't run the play or get the play, guess what? He's coming out of the game. And someone's going to be put in the game that can execute the play with the other 4 players in unity. Because a play, whether it be basketball, football, okay, it can't be ran perfectly unless everyone is on the same page in running that exact play. Okay? Well, it's no different with this truth. Okay? If everyone is on the same page and in agreement of what doctrine is to be taught, then you can say that's unity. Okay? Because that is the true definition of unity. Because, for example, another example, let's say while they were out there at their unity camp, and a sincere listener came up, and he agreed he was an Israelite. He agreed the white man was Esau. Okay. He agreed. Okay, he was from the tribe of, let's say, he was a Benjamite. He was from the tribe of Benjamin, and he had a real sincere question about the mark of the beast. He was confused on what the mark of the beast was. See, and at that point, he would have been more confused, because you would have had one of those groups saying mark of the beast is Christianity, and then you would have had another group saying it's an embargo, and then you would have had another group saying it's the RFID technology. Okay, and that's confusion. So at that point, there was no unity. At that point, there is no unity. So there can be no unity unless everybody is on the same page in teaching the correct doctrine. Or he might have asked, what's the name of the Most High? You got one group saying another thing, but they all encamped together. Another group saying this, and another group saying that. But then we'll just agree to say, we'll just call them God and Christ until the Most High give you the spirit for what you to call them. That's confusion. And the Most High is not dealing with confusion. The Most High is not the author of confusion. Because that's all it takes to prove that the unity camps are definitely not unity. Okay? Because they all have a different doctrine. Okay? So it can't be a unity if everybody's speaking a different thing when it comes to a certain subject, an important subject of that matter. Okay? Or Cornelius. You could bring up the Cornelius. That can be brought up at a unity camp. Some say he's an Israelite. Some say he had to be a Edomite. That will bring confusion. Okay? So that can't be a unity camp. Okay? So let's read the definition again. From the 1300, state or property of being one on all levels. Okay? All levels. It says, from Anglo-French, unite, Old French, unite, uniqueness, oneness. Okay? From the 12th century, or from the 1200s, from Latin, united, unitatum, nominative, unitus, oneness, sameness. Okay? Just because everybody got on the same type of uniform don't make it a unity. It looks like a unity, but when you actually get in the grit of the game and somebody's doing something totally opposite than what they're supposed to be doing, or what the rest of the players is doing, or if everybody's doing their own thing, it's a disarray. There is no unity, but they all got on the same uniform though. Okay? It says oneness, sameness, agreement. And in our case, with the Hebrew Israelites, it's dealing with the doctrine. Okay? Because we all know we Hebrew Israelites, that's the uniform. Okay? When you get into the actual doctrine, that's where it differs. Okay? When it came to that unity camp. Okay? So let's hit the scriptures. And I'm gonna read from Ephesians, the 4th chapter. I'm gonna read from 4 all the way to 14. Okay, it says, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. Okay? Vocation meaning calling. Okay? It said, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Okay? Now let's look up this word unity. Check that out. Unity. Let's let Esau pronounce it in the Greek.
Strong's G 1775. Henates. Henates.
Henates, which means unity, unanimity, agreement. Okay? And in the case of us, doctrine. We have to be in agreement on the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, if there is any unity. This is why Great Millstone can't and will not take part in a unity camp. because we differ in different parts of the doctrine, important parts of the doctrine, okay? The RFID chip, Cornelius, okay? Amongst other things. So the definition of henotes is unanimity, agreement. This is why Paul stated that we all speak the same thing. All right? Let's go back. All right, it says, verse 4. There is one, matter of fact, read 3 again. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith. Okay, there's only one way to believe. Okay, and that's in the whole doctrine in its purity of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, which we believe here at Great Millstone that we possess that doctrine because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has given it to us. Okay? Verse 6 again, it says, one Lord, one faith. Okay? Matter of fact, let's look that up. One faith. It says one faith, or faith, which is pestes, conviction of the truth of anything, belief in the New Testament of a conviction or belief respecting man's relationship to the Most High and divine things, generally with the included idea of trust and holy fervor born of faith and joined with it, relating to the Most High, the conviction that the Most High exists and is the creator and ruler of all things, the provider and bestower of eternal salvation through Yahweh Shai, relating to Yahweh Shai, a strong welcome conviction or belief that Yahweh Shai is the Messiah. Okay, and you had Israelites that didn't believe in the Messiah there at those unity camps. Okay? Through whom we obtain eternal salvation in the kingdom of the Most High. The religious beliefs of Christians, okay? The beliefs of Christians, okay? Like I said, you had Israelites that believed the mark of the beast is not the RFID technology. You had some that do. You had some that believe it's Christianity, okay? Some believe it's an embargo, okay? You even had one group one time say mark of the beast is defecating inside of a woman's panties. Okay? That's the mark. That's what they told us. That's the mark of the beast. Okay? That's basically the point. So basically, credence, moral conviction of religious truth. Okay? The truth. The belief in the whole truth. Okay? It says, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power, and Father of all, who is above all, and through all, and in you all. But unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Now that he ascended, what was the gifts he gave unto men? The knowledge of these scriptures, man. The gift of faith. Now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and teachers, okay, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua, okay, till we all come in the unity of the faith, okay. We already looked up that word unity. Guarantee it's the same word, all right. Till we all come in the unity of the same word, henotes, all right. Until we all come in the same agreement, okay. Until we all agree on the same doctrine, which the elect will do, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has his elect out here. All right. Let's go back. Verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahushua HaMashiach, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. That's how you know it's about the truth of the doctrine. Okay? Because there's many doctrines out there. It's all about who has the true doctrine and the unity of that doctrine that's being taught. Why you think it's in Revelation it speaks about, and they sang a new song that no man could learn except the 144,000. Okay, because that's the doctrine that they are united with through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, it says that we verse 14 again, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro, because you got a lot of guys out there that's straddling the fence. You got to pick a side, okay? You being tossed to and fro. You going to one group and you saying, well, they saying this, and then they telling you another thing. Then you going to another group and saying, well, they saying this and this and this and that. And you confusing yourself. You got to pray to the Most High for you to pick a side, man. Pray to the Most High to guide you the right way, all right? Because the Lord said there'll be many false prophets in the last days, all right? You got to pray to the Lord to guide you the right way, okay? We believe here at Great Millstone we have the right way, all right? It says that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men, okay? And when you look that up, that word sleight even means a trickery, all right? Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, deception, you know. Metaphor, the deception of men, because dice players sometimes cheated and defrauded their fellow players, okay? Not everybody's a true brother, okay? Not everybody's a true brother. You'll be defrauded in this thing, man. And there goes your salvation. As the Lord said, not every plant which is not planted of my Father, which is in heaven, shall be rooted up. Okay? They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. All right? I believe that's Matthew the 14th chapter. Okay? It says 14 again, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. See? Because they got spirits on them. All right? But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahushua HaMashiach. All right? So that's basically it. Okay? The definition of unity is sameness, agreement, unanimity, agreement. All right? And if you're a part of a, if you're joining groups and you all don't have the same belief in the doctrine, then that's not unity. Okay, that's not unity. That's not the definition of unity. Whether you look it up in Etamon or if you use the scripts, the only other verse in the Bible where you can find the word unity is Psalms 133:1, where David said, "How pleasant is it for brethren to..." Matter of fact, let me get it real quick. We'll end it on that one. Psalms 133:1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Because when everybody's on the same page and everybody's in sync and doing the same thing, teaching the same thing, things run smooth, man. I'm gonna use basketball for example. When you all in sync and you all know the plays, and you know exactly what's finna be the plays that's getting ready to be called, and you execute it to perfection, it looks sweet on the basketball court. Okay? You in sync. Everybody's on point. Everybody's on the same agreement. Okay? Now let's look this word up. Unity in the Hebrew. Let's see what it says. Hebrew word is yachad, okay, which means union, unitedness, together, all together, alike, okay, alike, union, junction, okay, elsewhere, that's adjective, together in one place. That one place we together at is in the doctrine, or should be. Is in the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And so, Lord will, this was edifying.